Hi everybody, and welcome to Jack and Cat Adventures. Today we're going to make Mom Noday's Easter bread. And Mom Noday was the mom of a really good friend of mine who passed away, and I thought that, maybe just to think about her right now, we'll make her bread. So I'm only making a half of a recipe. It does make 6 loaves if you make a full recipe, so it makes a lot of bread. But what you want to do is you want to get your oven proofing. If you have proofing on your oven, start that. In this pan, you're going to have 1.5 cups of milk, and you're going to scald it. Now what scalding means is it's just going to get a light skim over the top of the milk. Pull it off the heat, let it come down a little bit, just a little bit, and then what you're going to do is temper your eggs, and I'll show you how to do that all the way along. Now in here you're going to take 1 package of yeast, a 1/4 teaspoon of sugar, and a 1/4 cup of warm water. It has to be warm, not hot, not cool, not cold, warm. You're going to put that in your bowl and let it grow. And as you can see, mine grew a lot. So, okay, let's get started. Now in this bowl I have 6 cups of flour, 1/2 cup of sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1.5 sticks of unsalted butter. We're going to mix this together until it looks like pie crumbs, and then we'll start adding our stuff in. Alright, so I got this all mixed up like pie dough. I ended up using my mixer, the actual whisk on the mixer, to do it. Came out great. Alright, so now to this, what we need to do is temper our eggs. So what you're going to do is you're going to beat up your eggs, 3 eggs. Make sure you beat them pretty good. And then what we're going to do is, this is called tempering. And what you're going to do is you're going to pour a little bit of a stream, and you're going to keep whisking this milk into your egg mixture. If you don't do this, you will come up with scrambled eggs. You have to temper these eggs. And as you can see, mine look really nice. Now, take 1 tablespoon of vanilla, add it to your egg mixture. Okay. Now, we're going to add our egg mixture into our milk. Stir it around. And this bread is actually going to rise 3 times, so you need a full day of baking this. So now what we're going to do is we are going to gently add the milk and egg mixture. I'm going to add all of my yeast mixture right now, and it just is, when you get it that foamy, your bread is going to be really airy. It's going to be delicious. Okay. Now we're going to use the dough hook. And just slowly, let's start this going. And we're going to be adding in our milk mixture slowly. And let it mix in pretty well in between the dumping of the milk. That way you don't end up with like a glob of milk in the middle of the dough and it doesn't come together for you. Okay, just a little bit more. Now you can hear my mixer really struggling, and I have a 4.5 or 5 quart here, and that's why I can't do a double mixture or a full, a full recipe because my mixer just won't. My mixer is over 34, 35 years old. It's struggling anymore. Okay, now I'm going to stop it. I'm going to knock down the walls of my bowl. You got a lot of dry stuff, and once that comes together, then we'll do the bottom of the bowl. Now I'm going to add the rest of my milk mixture, just slowly. Doing it as it comes around so that I get that dry. You'll see the dry coming up from the bottom. Alright. Now we are just going to let this knead until it comes into a soft ball, smooth soft ball. And I will let you know how long it took me to get it there, and I will show you what it looks like. Alright, so here's my dough. It's all kneaded. My machine did it all. It is wonderful. It's not sticky or anything. So what you're going to do is you're going to grease a bowl. You're going to put your dough in, kind of move it around a little bit, and then flip it. And then you're going to cover it with either plastic wrap or a towel, and you're going to let this rise to double in size. And that would take probably about an hour, hour and a half. Alright, so this is after the first rise, and it looks marvelous. And all you have to do is punch it down, release the air, and I would kind of maybe roll it up a little bit, make it smooth again. Now it's getting a little sticky, and that's normal because all that yeast and milk and everything is working together to make this really, really rise. Okay, so I'm just going to stick this back in my oven, my proofing, and until it doubles in size again. That's it. Alright, so this is my second rise, and as you can see it's sticky. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this out of the bowl, we're going to put it onto here, and we're going to cut it into 3 equal parts. This dough feels really, really nice. Just make sure you get it all. Let's see if I can get some off this. There's a lot on here. I actually got busy doing something else, and I got a little bit over the rise. Alright, so now what we're going to do is just kind of get it all together. Just keep kind of working it around. Alrighty, and then I'm just going to cut these into 3, and I'm going to put them in the pans. Alright, so here's the 3 loaves I've got, and I buttered these pans, so grease them before you put your loaves in. I just used butter because that's what I had. And you're now going to let these double in size one more time, and then after that we're going to bake them. This is our 3rd rise, and as you can see it looks wonderful. I do want to say maybe when you put them back in between each rise, make sure you recoat them with the oil in the bowl, top and bottom, because mine's stuck to my rag. I have my oven preheating to 325. Once it's preheated, we're going to stick these in for 30 to 40 minutes or until golden brown. And also halfway through baking, I'm going to brush these with an egg wash. Just a little bit of milk in egg, mix it together and just brush it on top, and that'll be halfway through baking. Alright, so here is the bread. It's cooled now, and you see it's a nice brown glaze on top. And I hope you guys like this. Share, comment, and subscribe. And remember, you do you.